So Roman and Neo are back in the spotlight with a new young adult novel titled Roman Holiday. I am shocked. I guess it's a good word for it. Mainly because this came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting a book reveal today, let alone me doing a video for it. But like the more I thought about it, the more excited I got. So I wanted to make a video and just like express my thoughts. So yeah, like I said, the title has been revealed, Roman Holiday. We also got the cover as well. And the release date is September 7th, which is crazy because if Volume 9 follows the release date that last year's volume did, which was, I believe, November something, then this will come out before Volume 9, which is important because we know Neo is going to be a important character in Volume 9. She also fell into the void along with RWBY, Team RWBY, and John. So to get a book about her before the volume comes out that she's going to be in, I feel like that not only is important for the book, but for the volume itself. What do they have planned for Neo in the coming volume? I mean, just thinking about it gets me really excited. So yeah, we see here with the cover, we see Roman, someone we haven't seen in a long time. It's great to see him again, honestly. To see that smirk, even though this doesn't look very malicious, his smirk. It looks more like, I don't know, it looks more pretty boyish, you know? Maybe this is him before his worldview got very hardened and cruel, you know? Nonetheless, though, it's really cool to see him again. I'm one of those people where it's like, oh man, you know, I don't have any like negative thoughts towards RWBY Volume 3, but I wish Roman got a better end. Obviously, this won't change that, but to get more background on Roman, a character who like could use it, you know? They left a lot of his past ambiguous, so there's a lot of room to fill. So like just to get that content with Roman again, I think it's just a win in the fans' books. We see here that the cover, I think the cover looks amazing. Honestly, it's the best cover out of all three of the novels so far. I really like the pink especially. I feel like it's very vibrant in Neo's hair, in the flowers, her chair, the lighting. It just all it feels very welcoming. And like even you can see the pink kind of like reflecting off of, I think that's the right word for it, reflecting off of Roman's coat, which I think is just great. There's already a lot to unpack here, even if this is just a cover. For starters, Roman Holiday. Looking at that title, I felt like that had something important in it. So I looked it up, and apparently Roman Holiday is actually a 1953 film, and I can read you guys the synopsis right now. It's about a bored and sheltered princess who escapes her guardians and falls in love with an American newsman in Rome. So, I mean, we know there aren't any Americans in RWBY. We know there's no Roman RWBY, and I doubt Roman was a newsman. But everything else does stick. A bored and sheltered princess escapes her guardians and falls in love. That right there seems to be what we're going to be getting in this novel. We didn't get a synopsis for it yet. This is just pure speculation, but I mean, look at where they are right now and look at that picture in the background. That very much looks like Neo and her family, and like based off of the room you could tell that this is very high class, and if this is Neo's room, that she comes from money. If the synopsis of the Roman Holiday film is anything to go by, I believe that we're going to be seeing Neo's origin, basically. Neo and Roman's origin. We're going to see Neo, I believe she's going to come from a wealthy family that she's maybe overprotective. Maybe they love her, unlike, you know, the Schnees, or unlike Jacques Schnee. But like maybe even with all this love coming to her, it's suffocating and she doesn't want to live like this anymore, so she runs away. As far as the fall in love thing, it can go two ways. It could be that she does fall in love with Roman, but it could also be that she fell in love with Roman's lifestyle. Maybe she's not in love with the man per se, but he's the one that introduces her to this exciting and fun-filled life that she doesn't want to leave. You know, which, you know, you can understand why Neo hates RWBY after what happened to Roman, because he's the one that invited her to this life of crime that's invigorating and it's what is it, like pulse pumping or whatever the heck you call it, blood pumping. I can definitely see that. And I can definitely see what that book, maybe that's going to be the start of the book. Maybe that's not going to be obviously the whole book. It's not just going to be them running around committing crimes. I do think that maybe that's going to be how these guys meet. You know, she's a bored princess. She meets this street rat who maybe promises her a more exciting life, or maybe she sees that life and she wants to live it. So she goes and tails Roman. And then maybe the story could be about like maybe her family trying to get her back, or maybe they're trying to like, maybe they are trying to steal one specific thing and it's going to be like a heist or something like that. Whatever the case is, I'm really excited once again, because seeing Roman again and seeing Neo and Roman interacting again, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Also, what this means for Neo in Volume 9, the fact that she's getting a book before Volume 9 comes out. It could mean a lot of things. It could mean that she's gonna die. It could mean that she's gonna be redeemed. It could mean that I don't know, maybe they just want to fill in the blanks for us before something big happens. I'm not sure, but it gets me really excited. Also, this is a good way for Neo to, I guess, we can get a deeper look into what she's thinking, because she isn't able to talk. There is that divide that we have that we don't have with other characters. I mean, RWBY does a very good job with, like the creators, they do a very good job with giving her motions that are very, very emotional, I guess. Very, like, you can tell what she's thinking based off what she's doing. Like, RWBY does a very good job with that. But with a book, we can get into her mind and see what she's thinking, see what she's feeling, and give her a voice that she wouldn't be able to have in the novel. Also, we could see if a traumatic experience caused her to be mute, or if she has always been mute her whole life. Yeah, but whatever the case, I am really excited for this novel. I like, the young adult novels have been doing so well. I honestly, I mean, I'll be completely honest, I haven't read any of them yet, but I definitely am going to after seeing this cover. I'm definitely going to. But I could tell, even though I haven't read any, like the fact that we're getting more coffee, the fact that we're getting more Sun, the team Sun, the fact that we're getting Roman and Neo, like this can go so far in so many ways. I know a lot of people are going to be upset because they're like, for God's sakes, give us the Stark backstory that we deserve. But I feel like they're saving that for the show. So until they plan on doing it in the future. I mean, the way that they're releasing these is by, I don't want to say importance, because like you have the coffee and the Sun stuff that takes place in Vacuo, and then you have the team going to Vacuo. So like, you know, that gets a lot of people hyped up. And then you have a Neo book, and Neo's planning on being like at least a very big antagonist for the team and John as they're in this new world. So like I believe like their release dates are situational. So if we do get a what do you call it, a Stark backstory, a Stark book, then you know that Stark is going to be important for that volume. And even I, before this came out, before Volume 9, like when we found out that they're going to a new world, honestly, Stark was the last thing on my mind, and that's coming from someone who desperately wants a Stark backstory. But I don't think we're going to be getting any. I honestly don't want them to focus on Stark or anybody outside that other world. I want them to focus on Team RWBY, Jean, and Neo. That's who I want them to focus on. So this is fine for me. I'm very excited. I gotta catch up on the young adult novels before this comes out. I have to. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for Roman Holiday, and I'm excited to see more Neo and Roman. Tell me what you guys think about this reveal. Are you guys excited? Are you guys disappointed? Are you guys just, you have no words because you weren't expecting to see this today? Tell me all that in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe, because if you guys like RWBY, I plan on doing more RWBY stuff. I do have a RWBY theory video coming out soon that does have to do with Neo to a certain extent. So if you guys want to see that, you guys want to know when that comes out, just subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, bye.